So under the ute here, I've welded in a bit of flat bar across here, just to cover in that underbody a bit better. Over the top here, I've got a centering pin. I'll go over the other side. So what I've got here is a bit of 3mm bar on the underside here that's welded to the chassis underneath, and this is just going to be a centering pin. It's going to get welded to the chassis. These two bits of plates are going to get welded together and then welded on the tray, and that's going to be the body mount for the center section here. I'm just going to have a bolt through here, bolt through there, and that's just going to secure the body to the chassis in the middle. And the roll cage coming through the back window, it's going to come down, and it's going to have its own little plate around here somewhere, and in the middle there the bar's going to be welded, so it's going to be nice and solid, sort of mounted. And on the underside you can just see it's a bit of 3mm plate that I've just bent up, and yeah, I'm going to weld 2 nuts on the underside and weld that centering pin to help support the center of it a little bit better. I don't know if that made any sense or not, but hopefully this does, because I just finished welding it all up. Alright, so that's the plate I was talking about. I've got 2 nuts welded on the bottom, a little pin in the middle, it's just like a locating pin, and I've welded the plates on the top side, and that's pretty much it. 2 bolts come through, that's the body mount. Pretty boring stuff, but that there was 2 afternoons worth of work, especially doing those top plates. So now I'm going to roll this thing out and get started on trying to get this thing prepared for some paint. It's going to be fun. So this is what I'm using to fix the ding, because this section here was pushed in, probably more around this area. It's also bent down there on the floor pan. I bought this contraption here, which is like a panel beating, let me show you this. Hydraulic body frame repair kit, 10-ton capacity. Comes with all these attachments with it as well. It was very cheap, like 100 and something bucks posted to your door. So that's how I'm pushing that ding out. Very handy to have this as well for like other things. That's all. Got an extremely messy job today. I've been doing bathroom renovations, so haven't had any time to work on the ute, but now the renovations are done, I can get dirty again. So let me flip this around and turn the light on. I'm just repairing the underbody. I'm going to paint it up on this hoist as well, just mask off as much as I can around the shed, and I'm going to put some epoxy on, seal it all off, and then satin black. Still got a lot of work to do under here. I'm not going to get too OCD because it is underneath the ute and no one sees it, so, and it's a prick of a job. Cool. Here's some genuine progress on the ute. Just got to do that section there. Done under here. And pretty much all under there. Prick of a job. Definitely would have been easier to get it sandblasted, but I didn't have anything to put the body on to take it somewhere to get it done. So I'm doing it the hard way. Alright, so I just finished up with the ute, and I've got some of this stuff and I've just been putting it around the shed. do the car trailer and everything I don't want to get overspray on. And did all under here with a rip disc and the wire brush wheel. I haven't gone too over the top on the ute floor, I just wanted to get the dust off mainly, and I'm going to wipe it all down with wax and grease. And the chassis covers in their area, so I'm not going to go too overboard. I just want it to look neat and make it easy to clean. So I'll just finish masking up the rest of the stuff and get some epoxy on. Got all the epoxy on last night. Did all this with a gravity feed spray gun, and I put a post up on Facebook, and my neighbour down the road messaged me and said that he had a pot gun to come down and grab it. So I'm going to put the satin black on today, and I'm going to use this bad boy. I just reversed the siphon in the pot because I'm going to be spraying like that, so it should make this job a lot easier. Let's see what it looks like with the black. Just like that. Underbody's all done. Let me turn the light on. That doesn't help much. Looks good under there now. Gonna let that dry. After that's dry, I'm gonna put the chassis back under it and can move along to doing the body. So paint stripping. Haven't done much obviously yet. Slowly working its magic. The first one kind of softens the paint up, and then chuck this second coat on, it just falls off. Just peeling it all off into this box, and I'll just burn it or fold it up and put it in the bin. Nice. Been smashing work out on the ute today. I've pretty much done the left, right quarter panel, top side, all bare metalled. Done up under here. There's a bit of bog here and 2 holes that I've got to weld up. So now, actually also got the front and rear windscreen out and cleaned up a bit around here. Got it sitting over here. So I'm going to weld up this hole. It's an old hole for the strip that runs down the side of the ute, which is long gone, so I'm going to weld those up. Old speaker holes here. Down here, that is rust. It hasn't come through yet, but I've got to fix it because it's just going to bubble the paint otherwise if I don't down the track. And this side, I've got a couple holes here. I'll say that'd be from water coming down in there. Do the gutter, clean that out. There's no rust anywhere up there, which is good. I've got to weld all these ones up too, down there. And at the moment, I've just got the rear bumpers off. I put a slide hammer through this one, as this section here was pushed in, so I just had to pull it back out. There's a little bit of a crease down here and there's a small crease here, so I've fixed all that. Just took half an hour to get the bumpers off. Getting the rusty bolts was a pain in the ass doing that. So now I'm going to use that mallet. You can see the tailgate is sitting lower here. I'm just going to beat the bottom of the hinge here to bend it back up. You can see here too, that's meant to be up here. Just got to hit that up and line that back up on both sides. And weld them holes up. And I've got to try and get it ready to mask up so I can get some primer on it because I don't want it to start rusting. Alright, I'll keep to it. Alright, Sunday morning and I've just masked up the shed. There's a little bit of surface rust starting to pop up on the roof, so I had to go back over it again. I'm just going around and masked all the important bits up, and then just did a quick little layer around the shed. I'll close that roller door. Alrighty, I'm going to do a time lapse as well on that little GoPro up there, so should look alright. Alright, I just finished cleaning out the spray gun. I've got a bit of thinners in my eye, so mind that eye. Let's check it out. I'm doing the door jambs and the tray and this beaver panel at the back here, and I'll do the tailgate separate. It's got a couple ripples down the quarter, but it's not too bad. Still not too sure yet. I've got to try and dummy the motor up. Still not sure if I'm cutting into the firewall or not. So I'm not too sure about that. Roll cage. I've got a roll cage from HBR Cages from Heath. So I'll be fitting that up soon as well. I'm going to have to learn how to TIG weld or get someone to weld it, one or the other, but I'll see how I go. I might try learn it myself, and because it's just something that I've got to learn at some point. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will hopefully have another video soon, and the next video will probably be maybe the roll cage. We'll see how we go. Thanks for watching my video, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll bring you more exciting stuff like this. Peace out.